All right. Ready? Okay. Okay, Adrian. That was just a rough go through of the Autumn Leaf song, just so we're sure about like where we're supposed to be in that song. Um, and we're gonna do the chords. We'll make sure the chords are perfect. Okay. I wanted to tell you that you did a really good job. You are picking things up very quickly, and you're kind of where I wanted you to be. Um, because what I was looking at is how quickly you can pick things up. We're at the point where I could say, okay, just do this, boom, 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 and you have an idea of what's going on, and you could do it too. Those progressions that you did, we covered that C major seventh. I did a D minor seventh, and I did an E minor seventh in there. That was really cool, and I like what you did with it. So, just so I don't forget, this is kind of the way it should sound. And then I did So I did the E minor seventh, and then I did an A minor seventh at the end. So I did that twice, and then I started off again. So that's how that should look. Um, we did the other progression, which were we did it from the sweeps. We did that Afro Brazilian progression, and then you're just kind of using the thumb there as your rhythm and your drum actually too, because you can just kind of, if you look, you'll see it. So you can see, if I just do, I go. All right, so that's like a percussion as well. All right, so you got a lot of things going on in there, and the idea was to think of like a melody to go with that, as well as the other thing that I just started playing, the C major seventh. Think of a melody for that too. All right, so um, what else we did? Oh, and you have to think of a melody for this one. we did something like when I went. Um, Something like that. We did something like that. All right. This is just for your own notes. And if I did something wrong there, at least this will kind of jot your memory, just in case um, you might forget or something. I think this might help to jot your memory a little bit as far as like what the correct melody was that you thought of. All right. What else? Oh, when we did the warm ups, I'm kind of going backwards, but when we did the warm ups and I think we were doing the half steps. Remember to keep your fingers close to the string. So all you have to do is it's kind of like you're just kind of pressing down on the strings like they're buttons. You don't want to have your fingers doing. You don't want to do that because when you're doing solos, it'll be very easy to make a mistake because the finger is so far away from the string, and when you want to press down on the note that you need, you might press the wrong fret. So that can happen. So if you keep your fingers close, you get that confidence, and it's easier to express what you're feeling. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so yeah, try to keep that in mind with your scales as well, because I saw a few things there where the hands were coming up. You were kind of doing that. Otherwise, everything's excellent. It's all really good. So, what else? Oh, we still have to work on the Stevie Wonder song. So that one. So it's the E minor 7th, and then the partial B major, and then the E minor, and then the A7, and then the D7. All right, so it'll be a G major 7th and a C major 7th. That's just a phrase of it. So go over that phrase. I am perfectly sure that you can do what I just showed you. All right, so work on that. Work on that. The key of that song is in G major. So play around with some solos and stuff like that. The melody's kind of tricky, but we'll go through that. I think it's something like that. So it's working off of your 7th fret of your first string. Yeah, and then got it. So that's it. So you know what? Look at what I'm doing, right? And use your ear as well. And you try and challenge yourself and see if you can come up with that melody. That's the melody of the song, but see if you can figure it out what I'm doing there. I could call out the frets note by note, but I think you could do this. All right? So it's all right, and then it starts over. Something like that. but figure it out. Let's see what you can do. I played the first part. That's exactly how that goes. Kind of messed up at the end there, but the parts that sound familiar, I want you to go through that, go through it, play it, play it, play it. Right? I'm for certain you can figure that out. Okay, so that's pretty much everything. Not forgetting anything. Um, I think that's good for now. All right. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and we'll take it from there. Oh, I did remember something. We were working on sliding into the notes, right? And then we worked on doubling the notes or droning the notes. So you're playing with the octaves, right? You're going to pay attention to the doing the scale, and pay attention to doing your scale on one string, that being your first string, and you're just going to have a fret in between you, and you're going to put your ring finger on that fourth string with the fret in between your first finger and your ring finger, right? Just like that. So memorize the major scale for the G, for the, and you just kind of, right, and play around with it. Play around with it, right? Get used to it. And that's what you're going to use for parts of your solo, right? So when you draw a blank, you go into that. Okay? And that's definitely it. Okay. So thank you very much, and I'll send you some more, like, little material, little work to do, and little pointers and stuff if it comes to me this week. All right. Other than that, you did a fantastic job. Send me an email if you need to. All right. Have a good one. Bless.